What is building at the speed of thought, and what does it have to do with Starbucks and gift cards? It all started with iOS using Swift and Android using Kotlin. And the fact that these two languages are so similar. And Swift UI on iOS and Jetpack Compose on Android are very similar. And this allows for a declarative reactive model on both iOS and Android. So they look extremely similar. And with Swift structured concurrency and Kotlin flows and channels, the two architectures look almost identical. If you want to learn more about how we build in a clean environment, this article does a very good job summarizing all of the pieces of our architecture. And there's even source code. So they did a very, very good job explaining the architecture and providing a base source code for people to follow. If we look at our Android app, we'll see that the clean architecture has a data layer, a domain layer, and a presentation layer. The data layer is where we have all of our data. The domain layer is where we have our use cases and all our business logic. And the presentation is the view, and it contains the events and the state of the events that are provided by the view model. Now this is a clean architecture, and it's the same one that we use in the iOS application. It looks almost identical. We're able to get a preview of the views in real time and see the data in our database. This allows us to build rapid code and run our unit test cases, allowing us to use CI/CD to know that at every instance, the code changes we're making are not introducing new bugs. This same architecture is the same exact one we use in iOS. Data layer, the dependency injector, the domain layer with the use cases, and the presentation, again with the view and the view model. Again, we have live updates on both Android and iOS, which allows us to make very rapid changes and see those changes in real time. And allowing us to see our views and how they're changing right from inside the IDE is critical when we're building at the speed of thought. Not only can we see in real time the changes that we're going to be providing to the application, but also because we have CI/CD, we know that every change we make, when we integrate it into the new application, we're not introducing any new bugs. And by using the dependency injector inside our clean architecture, we can send in fakes, stubs, and mocks. This is the same exact architecture where we're using in Android, and our CI/CD works on both of them. Having the correct tool set is vital for building at the speed of thought. Java and XML on Android would never work, and UIKit with Objective-C on iOS is not adequate. But now that we have Jetpack Compose and Kotlin Flow with a declarative reactive architecture, and Swift, Swift UI, and Swift structured concurrency, we have the necessary tools to be able to build applications extremely rapidly, leading to building at the speed of thought. And this is just the beginning. We're going to be getting more tools that are going to be allowing us to build faster and faster. like a Figma design tool that will be generating Jetpack Compose and Swift UI straight from the design tool. This is very exciting and just the tip of the iceberg. Now that we have our tools, how do we actually build at the speed of thought? The whole idea is to bring the developer to the customer. If you wanted to talk to your customer, adventure sports, you hang out in front of the North Face or Nike. If you wanted to talk to tech people, you would go in front of Apple, or fashion, maybe in front of Kate Spade. But you would want a diverse group of your customers that you can interact with in real time. What you don't want is a group of people trying to figure out what the customer wants when there's like no diversity in the group that's working on the project. Now these guys might be planning a Parcheesi event. I don't know. But if they're working on a mobile app for a diverse group, they should be a more diverse group of programmers. One way to get that diversity is to actually go into the customer environment. Starbucks is a very good example. There's all sorts of people who are going to be in there, and we can ask them in real time to use our applications and give us real-time feedback. Now that we have our architecture, which is the same on Android and iOS, we have all of our tools, our dependency injector, our CI/CD, our design tools. We have everything we need to rapidly build and test our applications in real time. And this in development environment is now both mentally and physically close to our customers. We can start talking about what it looks like to be building at the speed of thought. So we have the developer who can rapidly build applications and push that out so that the customer can start using it. And here we can ask questions and get answers. And as we're going through the cycle of asking questions and getting answers, it generates ideas. And those ideas are coded up and pushed out so that the customer can see the next version, and we can ask more customers. And every 20 minutes, we try to talk to a customer and push out a new version. And this rapid development cycle leads to rapid deployment and rapid innovation. So the more questions we ask, the more ideas we get, the faster we go, and pretty soon we're building at the speed of thought. We're generating ideas and showing them to customers as fast as they can explain them to us. And this is the entire premise of building at the speed of thought. Bringing your development environment and all of your knowledge as close to the customer as possible, leading to rapid innovation. So if you'd like to learn more about building at the speed of thought, please visit us at ylabs.com so we can partner in building your application at the speed of thought. Thank you.